Hello guys. This is me, cyberq. So today we gonna play Domino game. It's a really good, fun game. It's available on my store for $1 and buy it if you want. Yeah, so this game is a soccer bond mixed with a Tetris kind of game. This game runs on Dijkstra algorithm. It's one of the pathfinding algorithm that I developed for this game. I may release this game in Google Play Store. Looks interesting. I may make it better, basically, in terms of assets, animations, or some type of things needed for the game. Okay. So the whole foundation is ready, but now game is just an abstract art right now. I'll try to make this into a complete with having a player as a character and animations and stuff. I'll look into it and make it even more rewarding and appealing to the audience. Very basic concept. You just need to complete all the. You just need to pass through all the items on the grid and complete. Basically, you have to go through every grid item, and the yellow things are collectibles, where you collect and stuff. You should not, but you should not collect red items. If you collect red items, you automatically get a score 0. I can confidently say this game is an hyper casual game because it's running on one mechanic and also some here and more modification of more mechanics. Yeah. The score system asset is taken from freefonts.com, with open source free fonts. I looked into dot matrix kind of art style. Looks good. I may apply that type of art style in future when I publish this game completely on Google Play Store. You can see the mechanism. How does it work, right? So when the player walks in any one of the cube, it just searches. It does the path finding thing. And whenever there is a wall, it stops. Very basic algorithm. That's what Dijkstra algorithm does. It just spreads. It just spreads like a water, or what do I say? Like it just spreads in the like when a water falls on the floor, it spreads in different directions. If a wall comes, it stops. So that's what I can say. I want to keep it simple. It's a kind of a. I don't want to be technical as per se. I want to explain this algorithm in a wholesome way. Yeah. So one more thing, why I call this a custom Dijkstra algorithm, because this I made it custom made. Normally Dijkstra algorithm, whenever it works in all 360 degrees of a character. If you see, but in this game, it's kind of different. How do I say, like according to your direction, it calculates the path. See, is going character is in front direction, it calculates that part, the right and left part of it. So yeah, so I control the algorithm and made it in such a way that it only searches and left and right part of the character. Yeah, so the extra algorithm works in 360. Whenever you play the extra algorithm, the game works in such a way that it only searches on left and right part of the character. Yeah, there are some minor bugs in this, like player spawn positions are kind of messed up. That's what I can say about. And as I'm not using grid based movement, that's one of the minus point. But I'm not saying it's a glitch, but I wantedly made it into a freeform movement. I can actually make it into grid based, but I want to see how the design works for this game. I may implement for the full release in the Google Play Store. That's it. That's the thing, caveat of it. Yeah. So if you come to the game loop of this game, it's pretty simple. So player have to get as many tiles as possible and score, and levels are procedurally generated per se. First, levels are generated in such a way that the placements of the walls are controlled in certain array of grid, and even the point placement is controlled in such a way that they place in the right place, and even the enemy, which are red coins, are also placed in such a way that they're not affecting the player's experience. So yeah, they're not completely random, but they're controlled. There's some I filled some value so that the randomness is controlled for the balancing of the game. Yeah, this is kind of a, you can say, not actual successor of fill the void in space. Before making this game, I made a game called Fill the Void in Space. It works on the same mechanism, but there is no algorithm involved in it. Oh my god, what's some bug? Okay, fine. Yeah, that's the point. And what more I can say about it? So fill the wall in the space is nothing but you have to go through each and every tile and complete the level. But here, as the levels, even in that there's a procedurally level system, but here it's more polished. Like player no need to go to every point of the tile, but because the algorithm helps player to complete the tile as soon as possible. Because the game loop is every 5 to 10 minutes the level will be new level will be generated, so players should be quick as possible and complete the level. They can so this game is kind of quick, like if player can it's like quick experience kind of game, because that's the reason that it's called as a hyper casual game. That's the thing about it. Yeah, so fill the void. When I made fill the void in space, when I was playing the game, I felt the game was kind of pretty lengthy, and too much time taken to complete the level. So if I talk about what is Sokoban is not the game name. It's one of the themes on mechanics that people use in game industry for making games. Sokoban is a mechanic where when player starts moving in one direction, there's no chance if he chooses one direction, he can't change the direction. Basically, that's the thing. So if he chooses one direction, he have to go in that particular direction only. He can't again change in between till he collides with other wall or whatever. So when I started exploring this mechanic after making it, when I developed fill the void in space, and I took this Sokoban mechanic, I got an idea that I will become even more repetitive, not repetitive, but lengthy, which makes the game loop longer to complete, where the attention span of a gamer will reduce, as this is a hyper casual game. Game should be quick, complex, simple at the same time, and fun. That's what I should not miss that. So I also focused on making the sound effects using 8-bit sound editor. It was pretty good experience. Yeah. The reason I replaying this game after a long time, I made this game a long back ago, is it's pretty satisfying seeing replaying the same game, not because I made it or the game is kind of different or unique, but whenever the algorithm starts searching for the next style, it's pretty satisfying to see how the game works. Yeah, you may also ask how the player is getting detected to the edges of the grid. So if I come to that point, the edges is not collided with any of the colliders. Yes, you are right. So basically, whenever I go to the edge, there is no collider there. It is calculated according to the grid offset positions. So if this is the grid, whole grid, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, which is 121, so we can say 121 if I'm not wrong. So it I made another small logic or algorithm, you can say. It's not a big one, but where it detects the edges of a grid, so the player cannot proceed further. It is explicit per se, like it is kind of a specific kind of thing where it detects it whether it sees whether it's an outside of the area or not. So what's the point of doing this? Because suppose if there is a collider issue, some type of bug appears in a collider, if we keep a collider instead of the grid system offset system, player may go outside of the grid. That I don't want, and the game loop breaks because of that. And that's the reason I kept a grid based offset system, which take care of not going outside of the grid irrespective of the player. So if you come to the meat of the algorithm, how it works is I can give a pseudo code how it works. So whenever when a player jumps or comes to one point like this, there'll be a bunch of what to say. Actually, each cube is each cube here. What is it? Blue color cube, not dark blue. Is kind of a system where is kind of a small mini AIs which take cares and checks whether a player is there. If player is there, it's the algorithm acts according to the. So basically, grid is kind of a intelligence for this game. How the Dexter algorithm is implemented is like grid in the game. Each grid point have its own events or system where it takes case where the player is there. If it's there, it does the algorithm. If you if a problem, the bottom line of this algorithm is if you can't implement this algorithm in a larger scale for now. If you do that, it'll take lots of taxing, heavy processing. So the whole design was optimized I made a design in such a way that the algorithm works, the design works, and the game works as per se for the game motives. Even when I was developing this algorithm with the help of game AI programming cookbook, which specifies about Dexter algorithm. It was kind of an interesting algorithm that I gone through. It was So path finding algorithm is more optimized, but I felt Visually it is not that good. I mean, you can implement that, but it will be too easy. And I thought for this game, the extra algorithm will apt more than a pathfinding A star. Thus the extra algorithm is kind of fun. I like, even though I can, even though there are many pathfinding algorithms, I like the extra algorithm a lot. For the and yeah, this game and for this game, I thought this game will suits for that type of algorithms. If I implement A star algorithm in this type of game, the design and the whole game will be different. So it basically breaks the design if I implement A star algorithm in this. That's the caveat. So the extra algorithm was kind of I don't know why the extra algorithm is so underrated compared to A star. A star is too overrated right now in games. Every engine uses not the extra algorithm. Why? What's wrong with the extra algorithm? I don't know why. But yeah. See, it's so cool. When you go to the edge, automatically detects to the end. Yeah. I don't know whether the game, for me, I'm enjoying the game. I don't know, people will also enjoy the same way I do. That's what I'm trying to research on, so that before releasing the game is not only focused heavily on the algorithm but also on the game design perspective, where the gamers enjoy the fun part of the game, even just not just throwing an algorithm in the game, making a game and call it a day. I just need to focus on design part, so that it get polished in that part even. Oh my god, okay. Let's complete this level within 1 minute. Done. There's a problem right now. Every game is like concentrated heavily on algorithms. Hyper casual games are concentrated very heavily on one mechanic, and so I need to make this game even better for the future release when time comes. And so yeah, but I never saw such a game till now in an app store. They may arrive in future, but it's a different experience for puzzle game. Because most of the Sokobon and Tetris are puzzle games, so you may ask how this is Tetris. So easy. So how when you form a correct match, it completes that particular area of the correct match. So same type of algorithm is used here. Something like match 3, but I mean match 3 is different. Like Candy Crush, they did lots of R&D on Tetris kind of algorithms, and they made their own algorithm for the game, which is match 3 kind of match 3 mechanic for puzzle games. This is my own version of Tetris algorithm and Sokobon mix, because Sokobon is kind of a game I started liking before when I was making this game. So I thought of induce a Sokobon mechanic even in this. So the mechanic, if I come to the end explanation of the mechanic, it is the extra algorithm is calculated from the player point of view, player's position. not everywhere wherever it goes. It starts from the player's position, then ends. It's like a searching algorithm. That's what I can say. That's what it does. Can make this even more interesting, like so when the search is ended, suppose when the search is ended, a new enemy spawned and something like that. I may experiment on this future, like when the search is ended, the end point of the enemy, there will be a new enemy spawned and it will be searching the player to kill or something like that. It will be interesting to implement. That's what, like, I'm trying to improve the design of this game, just not stick with one algorithm, one core mechanic. Introduce more core mechanics in this. Yeah, man. Okay, peace out, guys. Have a great day. I hope you understood something about video games and game development. Have a nice day.